here's to say the most positive part about this review is that the actual quality of the mic is not that bad, right? It's pretty good. I want to start this video off by saying that this review went in the opposite way than I thought it was gonna go. And with that being said, there are positives to this, but this video may seem very negative. This is the Boya Magic Wireless mic. I've been seeing this mic everywhere across social media platforms, and it all seems to be positive reviews. So my question is, why is that? Is it really that great, or is it just all sponsored content? Well, I decided to pick it up mainly because I saw that it was a good deal, right? It's currently on Amazon for the Prime Day deals for about $100. Normally this thing goes for about $140 to $180 depending on the package you're getting. Let's see if it's really caked up to be what people say, or if it's just some sponsored content where the audio has actually been edited to sound better than what it actually is, right? And yeah, so let's go ahead and open it up. Again, Boya. Let's go ahead and open it up. I love how simple packaging has become, you know, in the last recent years. I mean, they really give you just what you need, and that's about it. So first off, we get quick start guides. This might be useful. Warranty policy here, warranty, get your warranty up. And then this is the safety guidelines, so you know what to do. I will be testing the quality in this unboxing, both with distance and just the actual audio sound quality. So when I say distance, how far does the transmitter receive, and what's the quality like, right? So first off, in the bag, now I'm sitting outside of my desk, not in my normal area, so I don't have a desk for you, but very well packed. Nice little carry case, kind of looks like a toiletries bag, right? So I'm gonna pull stuff out for you as we open it up. USB to USB-C, probably a charging cable. I see audio cable, very small one, but it is an audio cable, most likely for your camera. Okay, this looks like a windscreen. It came with a windscreen. That's pretty awesome. What else do we have? I'm gonna take all the small stuff out first. USB-C to USB-C, another charging cable depending on your setup. If you don't have USB-C, they just have regular USB-A. So you're good there. What else we have? Oh, wow. Look at this. Let's zoom in on this. Look at this. This is a windscreen for the lav mic. That is pretty cool. It's a windscreen for the lav mic. That is pretty cool. What else do we have in here? Okay, and the bag has Velcro separators as well. So there are actually compartments in the pouch slots. So you can make 3 compartments with the 2 separators that they have. All right. Transmitter. This is the transmitter. It looks like we have a volume button here, power button here, USB-C on the back, as well as the TRS cable input slot on the back. It clips on, so you could clip it anywhere. I'm pretty sure this is made to clip, you know, on like a camera or on the side of somebody's like belt clip or something, like the audio guy for that matter. And this is the iPhone This is the iPhone case, which I definitely need a different one because I don't have an iPhone. Here is a USB-C transmitter. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe this is just a slot to hold it. Wow. I have both USB-C and I also have iPhone. So this will work on both iPhone and USB-C. I have both connectors. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And I will let it be known the mic is here, right? It's got your normal pop, if you will. And this would be the mic, right? Or you could do the windscreen. Now, the special part about this mic, this is your shotgun mic, or it could be handheld, right? On top of that, if you open this, ooh, it's pretty magnetic. If you open that, you have your two lav mics, right? Which both have a clip, so you can clip like normal, or it actually has magnets on the back. Oh wow, these are pretty strong magnets. Woo! Pretty strong magnets. It took it right out of my hands, right? You got some magnets. I could just clip it like that in case you don't want to use the clip. You could just have this magnet. It's pretty there. It's staying. It's a pretty strong magnet. We're going to try all the different mics, the way they can be set up, both this way, connected onto the camera, as well as the lavs, to see what's the difference. Because you already know what the audio sounds like in this room, so before I go outside, let's just see, does the mic sound significantly better than the on-camera mic? And the best way I'm going to test this is instead of holding the mic right here like this, right next to me where it could get the best possible audio sound, I'm going to hold it, I'm going to mount it to the camera so that it actually, so that it actually has the same distance as the camera mic. And then you could get a more accurate depiction of the sound and the reverb that's coming from this room. I've just switched the mics. So previously in the last shot, you were hearing my camera. Currently, you're hearing the Boya mic set up as a shotgun on my actual camera, right? It's set up on my camera. The distance away from me is my camera. So now you could get an example of the echo. What's the echo sound like? Is it different? Is it sound great? One thing I will notice is that while it claims that it's a 3-in-1 mic, you know, 2 lavs, 1 shotgun, or handheld, I honestly think it's just 2 lavalier mics with a hole in the case so that one of the mics can pick up the audio. And I'll break that down and I'll show you what I mean. In order for you to use this mic as a handheld like this, or as a shotgun, or what you would have to do, you literally have to turn on the top lavalier mic. You literally have to turn it on. Even though there's holes right here, as if this mic works, you have to turn on the top lavalier for this contraption to work. Additionally, if I tap here, you'll see the waveform in the video. If I tap at the top where that mic is, it makes some noise, you can hear it. But there's also a hole right here. I don't know if that focuses. There's a hole right here. If I tap that, that will be way louder than if I tap the mic holes up top here. And my thing is, if this was a mic and I have it activated the way they say it is activated, why is most of my sound coming from the lavalier that I must turn on in order to use the case as a handheld or shotgun, right? So that leads me to believe that this case actually is not a mic at all. It's really just this first transmitter picking up all the audio. So if I could go like this, and if I talk like this, you'll even hear the difference. Just me talking into the hole that's opening for that first slot, right? I'm just saying, guys,
I'm just saying, that first slot is different. If I talk at the top versus if I talk directly into the hole where the mic that's required to be on is at, right? I've never heard of a mic that you're required to turn on a lavalier in order for the whole handset that they claim is also a mic to work. That doesn't make sense to me. They're saying that this is the transmitter. Why doesn't the handset itself, the case, transmit itself if it's also a mic? You get what I'm saying? If you could fit a transmitter in this tiny piece of equipment, you for sure can fit a transmitter in here. I don't think that this is a real mic. I think that this is aesthetics. These holes are aesthetics. If you take this out, these holes don't actually lead anywhere. That's just solid. These holes don't actually go anywhere. I think that's just aesthetic. This whole 3-in-1 thing, I don't actually believe them. I think it's still just 2 lavaliers in a case. This is about 7 feet away, right? It's about 7 feet away. So you let me know how that sounds. I'm gonna just keep backing up. And this is the shotgun mic. I wanna know what the outside sounds like. Then I'm gonna put the lav on so you can tell me how what the distance for that is, right? It's about like 20 feet. You know what I mean? There's a little bit of wind out here. How much distortion is that? Again, this is about 7 feet. Lav is placed right here on my left chest. I'm gonna just gradually walk back, take steps back and talking, and give you an update on what I think the distance is from there, right? So I'm taking 2 steps back. I just wanna know, when does it start to get choppy, right? This is starting to look about 20 feet away. You know what I mean? When does it start to get choppy? That's what I wanna know. If I could keep walking back, this is about 30 feet. You know what I'm saying? Can you hear me still? Can you not? Did the mic start to go in and out yet? This is about 40 feet, maybe even 50 feet at this point. You know what I'm saying? I'm still going back. I'm still going back. I just want to know, what's the cutout distance? My plan is to go all the way back to that police car to see if it'll reach that far, right? Do you hear the wind around me? Because I'm not using the windscreen right now. As a matter of fact, let me press the button, because if I press it once, now it should be noise cancellation. Do you hear any noise cancellation? Right? It was windy. It's still kind of windy. Did I cut out? Did I get to the distance? I just turned the noise cancellation off. Can you hear the wind? Can you not hear the wind? All right. I'm definitely a good like 100 feet away from the camera now, for sure. I could barely see the keychain that's hanging on my camera, right? All right, so I would call this about 150 feet. Can I be heard? And is it clear, right? Now I'm gonna turn I'm gonna press once and turn cancellation on again. Noise cancellation is just now activated. Let me know if it can be heard, and does it make a better difference? We're actually going to review the sound quality once I get in here, right? I just really wanted to test the distance there. That was the distance test with the lav, as well as an outside environment test with the quote-unquote shotgun. There's use cases for this, but you got to know your use case. The way that they're advertising that this is the best mic ever and you won't need nothing else, they're lying to you. I promise you that, because of what I just told you. If you want clear audio for yourself, i.e. a lavalier, but you're running gun style with your cameraman and you're doing in-person interviews, for instance, if you're at a protest, this mic will not do the job for you. That's just what I know. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's try this as a matter of fact. Let's turn this one on. Let's turn this bad boy on. Let's turn this bad boy on. I'm gonna try and connect both mics. See if I could connect both mics. I'm just trying to connect both mics, you feel me? All right, I got both mics connected now. Both mics are connected. I'm gonna see if what I'm saying actually works. Run and gun style. And it disconnected one of the mics. I'm telling you that right now. It just disconnected the mic I plugged into here. So yes, like I said, you cannot use this as a lavalier and then be like, oh, I'm going to the White House protest. Let me go and conduct some on the spot interviews. It's not gonna happen. I'm looking at my receiver right now. It's only picking up one mic. It's picking up this one. It's not picking up the mic inside the case. Even though I turned it on, it said it was connected. As soon as I put it in the case, it disconnected. Why? Because I have a lavalier outside and active. So this is not the end all be all mic whatsoever. It's actually one use, and you just got to figure out if that use is best for the type of scenarios that you shoot.
Now we're back in the office, and I think it's conclusive. I think that, as I said, it's not as versatile as they lead you to believe. I think it is still just two lavalier mics inside of a case, where they allow you to use the lav while it's still in the case charging. I think that's the significant thing about it, but it's not a shotgun mic whatsoever. I mean, even you can hear, right now it's not connected, and if my camera is trying to autofocus, you could hear the gears in the lens autofocusing. When I was outside doing the test shot as the shotgun mic, you can hear the camera autofocusing. When I put a shotgun like a Rode Video Mic Go on top of my camera, or I have a Movo little $30 shotgun mic that I put on top of my camera sometimes, you don't hear my camera lens autofocusing. This is the first time I ever plugged a shotgun mic where I hear the camera lens autofocusing. That leads me to believe that the mic wasn't even on, even though it said it was. You know what I'm saying? I could be wrong. But then, soon as I pulled the lavalier out the case, put it on, connected it, you can clearly tell there was a huge difference in quality. You went from, it still sounds like the camera audio, to, okay, you got a live hooked up, I can hear the difference. And here's to say, the most positive part about this review is that the actual quality of the mic is not that bad, right? It's pretty good. But I don't know if you've noticed, when we put the mic in noise canceling mode, it created a buzz. Like you could hear a slight buzzing in the bottom. Now, if you're somebody like me, I'm gonna expose this. I'm not gonna edit it in post and be like, oh, this is such a great sounding mic. It sounds awesome. The AI noise canceling works. Blah. No, bro, that's not what I do, brother, man. I'm gonna give you the raw, no edited audio. So you're gonna hear the buzzing that I heard during playback, right? For the noise canceling. So I don't know what they're doing, what type of noise canceling process is going on, but it creates a buzz, at least with the item I received, right? So that means that noise canceling, even though it's a feature, is not usable. Because who wants to hear a buzzing noise all the time in their audio? Or who wants to deal with editing that buzzing noise later in post-production? Nobody wants to do that. The handheld / DSLR shotgun feature, I don't think is real. I think that doesn't work well. And then the only thing that works well is the actual lav. And for $100, that's not a bad price for what you're getting. But at the same time, I'm sure you can find other lavaliers for $100 that might record 2-track audio. You know what I'm saying? These, if I got both lavs set up, right? I got both lavs set up. It's gonna record both audio from both mics onto one track. I can go ahead and find me a lav in the same price range, because remember, I got it for $100 on discount. This thing normally goes for about $150 to $180. That means for that same price range, I could find me a lavalier kit that will record each mic on a different audio track. So, and that's important to somebody like me. If two people end up talking at the same time, I want to be able to control those volumes so that it's still a fluent conversation and nobody's washing each other out with the audios, right? For basic stuff, this is cool. Like I said, you got certain use case scenarios. I still think this is completely a lav only. I don't think this This should not be used as a shotgun mic. It should not be used as a handheld. As a matter of fact, just going like this, just moving your thumb across the case, it makes really loud noises on the mic. So as a handheld, you probably would be making more unusable footage, right? So everything about this mic that is not the lavalier portion is kind of not great at all, right? It's kind of not usable, right? So with that being said, is this mic awesome like everybody has been saying? No. Is there use cases and can you benefit from getting this mic? Oh, most definitely. Like I said, the magnet on the mic, on the lavs, some of the best magnets I've seen so far. They're very strong. They're small. They do the job, right? That's amazing. I would love to see that in other mics. Like I said, the distance that it covered without cutting out, I think it went pretty far without cutting out any of my audio back in playback. Those are positives, right? So there are positives to this. The sound quality on the normal mode, not noise cancellation, the sound quality on normal lavalier mic, that was really good to me. It seemed, I hear myself, I got some good mid-tones in it. Yeah, that it sounds somewhat realistic to my true voice sound. So I think on that aspect, it went well. But when we talk about the use cases, it's talking about 4-in-1, and it's not a 4-in-1 mic. It's just not. It's simply not. It's kind of like how they start calling all this food organic and natural, but when you start to look up the USDA and what does natural mean, and it means nothing. It's just a buzzword. So that's basically what they're doing here. This 4-in-1 mic, it means nothing. It's 2 lavalier mics with a case that has some holes in the case right where the lavalier is charging so that you can record while charging up, aka shotgun style. Like it's not a shotgun mic, gang. It's not. It's just not. I hate that all these YouTubers are out here, oh, this is such the best mic ever, you never need to look anywhere else. You actually will be looking somewhere else relatively quickly. And I'm here to let you know, if you're looking for a real shotgun mic, this is not it at all. Not even in the closest bit. But if you're looking for some decent lavalier mics for a decent price, check you out some Boya Magic Wireless. You could go down the block and record. The distance on this joint is pretty good. I'll tell you that. The sound on it is pretty good. I wouldn't mess with the noise cancellation. Again, it could just be my model. I don't know what other YouTubers are doing, if they're editing audio or not. It could just be my model, but I'm gonna drop the raw audio and you're gonna hear that buzzing noise that I'm referencing. Anyways, drop the comments, baby. Let me know what you thought of the sound quality. Let me know if I'm tripping. Maybe it's because it's brand new to me. I don't really know how to activate the shotgun part, but it does say in the directions, turn on the lav. Put the lav in the top slot of the case, close the case, turn on the case, now you got a shotgun mic. I'm gonna show you the waveforms. It's not a shotgun mic, it's still a lav inside a case. But hey, to each his own. Catch you when I catch you. Peace!